Okay, we're gonna see if this works. Hopefully no one shows up in the first 10 seconds so I can figure out if I'm doing this right. I believe I am. Animal Crossing City Folk. It's the best game in the world. Animal Crossing City Folk. Best game in the world. Alright, I'm gonna speak at the same time as the music. Just to see if I can hear myself over it. Alright, I'm gonna speak at the same time as the music. Alright, sounds good. Cool. Alright, just for the tapes, you know, the reason I'm doing this and the reason I gotta find a tuna is because my villager Blue Bear really wants a tuna, and I have been searching for hours. And this morning, I found 2 tuna, and I choked. One of them, I wasn't quick enough on the reaction time, and the other one, I had the yips, and I just pulled too early. So I have 2 confirmed fails, and I have a lot of sea bass, because all sea bass look like they could be a big fish until you actually see the big fish, in which case you know that, you know, like that's not a sea bass, that's a big fish. How do you guys like my Waluigi hat? I've been going and talking to Sable and Abel every day, and now they're like falling in love with me or something, I don't know. Sable seems to be really into it. Oh boy. I will catch a bunch of fish while I'm searching the beach for a tuna, because I like to make money, and I have no storage, so it got so bad I shook all the trees. I keep going to Nooks. I even got an invitation to Reds. Nothing. I built snowmans and Jingle, and I didn't get any dressers or wardrobes or anything, so I just went to Gracie Grace and bought the 90,000 bell dresser. But it has like 10 slots in 16 different places, so I'm like 100. Can you see my lure? So now I have like 160 places to store things, and you could also just pick up the dresser that has everything in it. So, you know, worth it. I'm gonna lose my mind. This is already not worth it since I'm searching for a tuna. I would say conservatively, I've already put 3 hours into searching for a tuna. A tuna? I don't know why I said it so weird. Most of it being this morning, but I think today is the last day, because I think these villagers give you 3 days to search for these things. One of my villagers, Tasha, wanted a dung beetle, and I didn't know how to get them, and then I accidentally, you know, ran over a snowball, and then I saw a beetle fly away, so I was like, oh, that was the dung beetle. And then I didn't know snowballs don't respawn, or they only respawn once a day. So what I ended up doing was I built a snowman, and then I was like, all right, time to find a dung beetle. And then I couldn't find one. And then by the time I found a dung beetle, I literally had the dung beetle in my pocket, and I went up to her, and she's like, you know about the dung beetle? They're not cool anymore. And I'm like, no. Tasha's my favorite villager, along with Blue Bear. Blue Bear's also become tied. I'm going to lose my mind with these fish. Blue Bear has also become one of my favorite villagers. Though the funny thing about Blue Bear is I just saw a YouTube short that was like the most misgendered Animal Crossing villagers, and Blue Bear was on it. And I thought it was very obvious that Blue Bear was a girl, so I was shocked to see her on it. On the flip side, there were some villagers in that short where I was like, that's a boy. And it's like, it's a girl. And then some others where I'm like, that's a girl. And they're like, it's a boy. I'm like, okay. I guess my brain thinks that some animals are closer to some genders. So like, yeah, it's weird to see a female goat villager in my brain. Women can't be the goat. At some point I'm going to start humming to the music. You guys are going to realize I'm like tone deaf. Squid. I've got a couple messages in bottles and stuff like that. I'm gonna push you away because dung beetles actually push these things really far. Okay, you're fine. Right there. Also, snowmen may take like 5 days to disappear depending on how big they are. Alright, so this was not a very fruitful run. I didn't run into that many fish anyway. Oh, that's a sea bass? I think sea bass and lobsters have the same shadow. This is a sea bass. But I catch every sea bass because in my brain, like, it takes one more big shadow out of, like, the possible pool of things I can catch. I will also never release a sea bass. Alright. I usually just go once, and then I will do a very, very quick and dirty sweep the other direction. And then I will go up. Maybe catch something from the river. Maybe a string fish, or what are they called? I don't know. You can just to get a couple bells or something. And then I'll go into nooks and then sell them because going into a building, quote unquote, resets your spawns. I don't know. But like resets your spawns only for up to like 30 minutes? I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is that they say, like, if you miss a fish, then you have to go into a building, come back out, and within 20 minutes you'll get it again. I have no idea how true that is. But it feels like it's about correct, because I found my two quite close together. And I took an hour break, because I stopped at 11. Now it's exactly noon. Made myself a little 99-cent toaster oven pizza that's sitting right next to me. And then I will start the search again, so that's what I'm doing. I hate disappointing my villagers. What is that? That seems like a bigger sea bass. That reaction time would have not landed me. Tuna. It's hard to explain. I don't know if people are just smarter than me and just can see the difference between the sea bass shadow and the, yeah, I don't know, the rare fish shadow. That's Lily. She threatened to move, but now we're bonding a lot because, I don't know. I'm sexist and prefer the female villagers, I guess. But she's fun. She says froggy time. She also says odele. In fact, almost everybody says odele. Least favorite fish in the game. Running up to the top part of my island to go to the river. And then I will go to nooks. How much space do I have left? Okay, see, I can get 2 more fish and then get a bunch of bells. Yeah, I dropped 90,000 on a dresser from Gracie Grace, so need to replenish my bells a little bit. Whose house is this? Is this Aurora or Frida? Okay, it's one of the 2 penguins. I have some cool villagers, if I do say so myself. Tasha's my favorite. Alright, hold on, I'm focusing. Locked in. Lock in. Bitterling. I don't know how much these sell for, but in my brain they feel like they should sell for a lot, but I'm not sure if they actually do. I'm not even going to bother with that one that's so close to the edge. Dude, you moved quick. You need to get away from the water's edge. The best way to make a good snowman is to just wait multiple days so you have snowballs in optimal spots, because snowballs don't always spawn. They can spawn on like random sides of your island, and you have to make them huge. And if you make one that's really silly, then the snowman is like suicidal. But if you make one that's not quite right, they will just kind of be a little bit depressed. And if you make a good one, they'll send you a letter with furniture. And I have 2 furnitures from a snowman. I also got 2 furnitures from Jingle. I'm in my Animal Crossing phase right now. I just, I don't know. This is the one I played in my childhood, so you know, like, you know what? I'll play this. Was this the one that I pushed? Snowman time? Ooh, I don't want you. Ooh, I'm sorry. I just don't want. I don't want it so close to the. I swear this the other snowball was like over here, right? I think that was the same snowball, and I think I'm losing my brain. All right, time for nooks. I also have a pear tree. That reminds me, I'll water my. I also have an apple. Ooh, okay. Let's do this first, and then we'll see if it's a duplicate fossil. And then, we'll sell it if we need to. Alright, I'm gonna spam the click button while I try to eat pizza from a bowl. I'll try to lean away from my microphone so you're not hearing me chew, because that seems disgusting. Cool. Sure. Filling the museum is like the #1 priority for me at all times. This line makes me angry. We have almost nothing on display. I don't know what percentage of each museum or something you need to do to get him to stop saying this, because I have quite a bit of fish, only a couple bugs, a lot of fossils, and then one painting. So I'm like, that's one in everything. And apparently I have the famous painting, so like that one seems, I don't know. Alright, Nook. They call it the famous painting. It's the Mona Lisa. Yes, yes. Millions. Nice. I'll take it. For the first like 10 hours of playing this, I was doing the Dave Ramsey method. No debt. Paying off your debt as fast as humanly possible. That's what I was doing. That's why I have like the second. Oh, Lily. I'm surprised by how fast you villagers move, dude. You were just down here. Actually, I was goofing off for a while, but... Alright, another round of sweeping the beach. That's the sea butterfly. I'm gonna catch you. Oh, sea butterflies tend to have bad vision, I think, because that's not the first time they've done that to me. Come on. Sea butterflies are usually more aggressive than this. Fifth one. Has to happen. Nope. I don't know why I let it linger for so long, because I could just like throw my rod out there and just have it expand. 1, 2. I'm like, alright, that's not it, but I am going to catch this. I think this is about the size of a football fish, and I know those sell for a lot of money. Why do you keep moving away from me? I remember as a kid, like, never seeing the football fish and thinking it was insane, and so I time traveled to get it. I'm anti-time travel, by the way. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible reaction time. It's a tire. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care if anybody else time travels. I guess I would care if they invite me to their island and they got their stuff time traveling. It would not make me as excited to go to like somebody else's island, but I don't time travel, me personally. I just... Oh, that's a tuna. I think. Alright. Yep, you see how it's like longer than a sea bass? A sea bass is kind of like fatter. This is a long boy. Alright, take your time. Get it set up the way you like. I'm always scared to like pull it back, but... Okay. Please. 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 Oh! We got it. Oh my goodness. Dude, on the third one in particular, I was so close to just hitting it way too early. Oh my goodness. I am a person who cracks under pressure. Let me tell you what. And it's not just like, oh, an Animal Crossing big fish. It is like in every facet of my life. So, third time was the charm. I locked in. I was prepared to do this for hours. Oh my gosh. I only wish I caught it sooner. I'm shaking. I have a little bit of like my chest is a little bit tingly. All right, now to find Blue Bear. I forget where you're. Oh, I know where Blue Bear's house is. It's right next to mine. She's in there. Yes. All right, please accept it, because if you do this thing where it's like, no, I don't want it, I'm gonna be so angry. Also, if you only give me like 700 bells for it, I'm gonna lose my mind. Fish. Jeez. Yes, you're welcome, Blueberry. You're so adorable, dude. I knew you wouldn't let me down. That's what Tasha said, and then I let her down. That's because you're better than hot cheese on a bun. Brother, I got some buns for you. A cowhide rug? Brother, say less. I keep a list of everyone I like, and you're at the top right now. I kind of do that in Animal Crossing as well. Yes! Okay, well, that was a lot shorter than I expected. I think tunas actually sell for the most amount of money at Nooks. I think the most Nook will give you for any item is like 15,000. Spread on the floor. Yes. You guys are probably gonna hate my house, but this is what I use for storage. I have my Regal chair, 7-ball shirt. Dude, I had like the art wing from like Star Fox, and a villager was like, do you want to trade? It was Lily. Jingle table, jingle chair, cabin table, empty lamp that I'm sure you can do something with, but I don't know what. Good lord. I'm a happy boy. Happy, happy, happy boy. Oh yeah, there's like, this keeps showing up in the recycle bin. This over here, there's like a blue clock and a blue table. I love the snowman table, by the way. I also love the snowman. I also love gyroids. Oh, I also have the froggy chair. Tasha gave it to me. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, there was also a villager who wanted that. I had that going. I wanted the blue dresser because you can always find it in the recycling bins. Alright, well, that was my main goal of playing this all day. What else can we do? Let's just hit some rocks along the way. Oh, the UFO. I've seen the UFO twice. Only one time when I had it did I actually have a slingshot, and I missed. So, I suck, but I'm trying my best. Oh, that was right. I need to water my, the apple tree. Where is the apple tree? Where's the apple tree? Where's the apple tree? It was literally right here. What? No, 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 no. Did I put the apple tree in a dead zone? What? It was right here. Where's the apple tree? Am I losing it? Did I put it somewhere else? Did I put it higher up? I think I did this with the pear too, where I was like, where the hell's my pear tree? What? Why can trees die? I'm gonna be so pissed if I wasted my apple. Okay, I'll investigate that later. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll investigate it now. That... What? I'm so ticked off, dude. Oh yeah, so it's just me putting stuff in here. Yeah, every once in a while there's, like, furniture in here, so it's a big deal. I'm gonna write a letter. And I'm gonna write it to... Let's say... Pee-wee. I'm gonna say... Just like... Actually, I have to use real words. You want to send him something short so that if he gives you something, it's something small. If you write a big letter, they're going to give you furniture or they're going to give you like wallpaper. But I want him to give me something small, which could be a fruit. I'm going to say it is Monkey Monday. He's probably not going to like this letter. Probably not going to give me anything. But I will give him something small. Letter. Can I give him a sea butterfly? Ah, I can't put fish in a letter. Okay. I'm going to give him a piece of fruit. Dude, I get so paranoid about... Hi, Frigga. Aurora. It's time we come up with a new greeting. Oh, jeez. I have to come up with a penguin greeting. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? I got one. How can I do it? I'm gonna say, what up, Piplup? Yes! Nice. Okay, I'm a genius. I'm gonna plant the other two of these. I'm always, like, if I take the cherries, they will... Do they, like, will this regrow cherries? Is this, like, a confirmed cherry tree? Or is that just gone forever and I need to plant more cherries? Alright. If I lost my apple, yeah. If you send these small things, sometimes villagers will send you different fruit. I think there's only 4 fruit in City Folk. No. Alright. I haven't sent my favorite villagers any mail in a while. I should really send Tasha something. Where the hell is my... I watered it, like, every day. Okay, so here's my pear tree. And I definitely put my apple tree right up in here. Right? If you put it I don't think I put it too close to a villager's house. I put it like right in the center there. Dang it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, what else can I do? Well, I said I was going to plant some trees, and I guess I am. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my axe. And I'm going to cut down this tree, and I'm going to put in a cherry tree in its place. Holy shnikes. I've already caught the wasp. And I have no intention of getting stung again. I have some medicine in there, though. That was the scariest thing in my life. It's so crazy when that happens. Can't I dig out a stump? Yes. Is it winter? Like, it snowed a lot, and it had, like, its little two things, and then it started to wilt a little bit, so I watered it, and then it went up again, and then I was like, okay. I'm good. You're... Oh. Sometimes gyroids hang under this, too. Cherry tree. Okay, so we got 2 cherry trees. I'm gonna water them right now. And I should do 2 pear trees as well. I have no idea how... Oh, that one was like right on the base. Oh, I'm kind of goated with it. Alright, I'm gonna go shake the pear tree. And I'm gonna replace some other trees with pears. Because if I'm gonna lose my apple, I might as well get more pears. Remove equipment. I don't know if fruit has literally any other use in Animal Crossing other than like eating it or selling it for money in the pregame or in like the beginning of the game, but that's what I did. All right, axe. Don't the axes break after a while? Hey, Maggie. Oopsies. See, these... I know this can't be a dead zone because it's already, like, a tree is already grown there. Alright, and while I'm here... Oh, dang it. Alright, well, that looks good. I want fruit trees to be, like, my main thing going on. As far as I haven't gotten a gyroid yet. I feel like they were common. Alright, I am keeping 1 pear in reserve until spring. Just in case the pears do not, like, come back for some reason. So I got some cherries. I didn't, like, keep running into it. They don't break like flowers, I don't think. I should have just put it like right up in here. Alright, 1 pear is going in my storage. Alright, let me get another bite of my pizza. Surely I can do something with that lamp, but I don't know what it is, and I try not to Google that much to preserve my childlike sense of wonder. Alright, we'll run the coast and just catch whatever fish we catch. It'd be crazy if another tuna spawns. It's mainly just for bells, and I don't know, maybe a villager will want it. Yeah, I'm kind of like Animal Crossing out for today. Right, we can play other game. We can play Modern Warfare 2. Rocket League. Maybe not Rocket League. The thing about Rocket League is that even more so than Modern Warfare 2, which is crazy, like I just cannot get a good connection. Come on. But just like the past 2 weeks, I've been like gaming, quote unquote, like a gamer, where I'll go from Animal Crossing to Rocket League to Modern Warfare 2 to Animal Crossing. Someone who plays multiple games, which has never really been me. I definitely have more hours in Rocket League than any other game in my entire life. I've also been playing a lot of Scrabble online recently, and if you want to play like a rage game, like if you want to get real... Oh, sorry, I burped. If you want to get real pissed off, play some Scrabble. And, geez, some of these people. You're dying, and you have like 6 consonants and a U, and then they just play like an S and then 2 blanks in one hand, and I'm like, oh, you guys suck, dude. And then you're like, well, that's not too bad. Like, I have high scoring tiles, I can still get back. And then they drop like a Z play for like 50, and you're like, all right, I'm done. A dab. Remember when dabbing was a thing? Hey, I just sent you a letter, Pee-wee. Oh, he says howdy, partner? Why does everyone call me Big Bro? I did not tell everyone to call me that. You ever find yourself spouting the same catchphrase over and over? Oh my gosh, do I have to come up? I gave you Big Baller. Alright, you're gonna get Bigger Baller. I don't have the heart to give you like 6, 7. Ah! I can't call him Bigger Baller. Oh, I don't. I'm trying to think of like real things I hear. No. Oh, this is a catchphrase, so it's not a greeting. I'm trying to think of things that I say, but all mine are phrases. Like, does the Pope wear a funny hat? I say that quite a bit. Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Made myself laugh thinking about that. I don't have one in mind. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to ask anybody else or the internet or AI. I'm a man. I can think of something. You know what? You just get the generic bruh. Yep. Bruh. You're a Friga. Aw, how nice. See, all right, now I'm gonna get into my like philosophy of like why I went back to City Folk as opposed to like New Leaf, which I really didn't play that much, and New Horizons, which I know exists but I don't have a Switch. Is that in this game not more than any other? I'm sure the old games were like this too, but the game happens in spite of me. Like the game happens around me. And in those games, I feel like the games happen because of you, because either you're the mayor or you're terraforming and making things happen. That's a pond smelt over there, and I will literally lose my mind if I see another one. The reason I don't want a pond smelt is because one of those penguins asked for a pale chub, and I didn't know that pale chubs only come out like during the day, and I was working days at the time. So I was like, oh god. Can you look at the lure? Lure? You say it? Fish is dumb. Alright, we got him. Ah, dang it. Ah, jeez. Seeing if it was the money rock. This is Tasha over here, my favorite. Tied for my favorite. She was my favorite, and then Blue Bear kind of like grew on me a lot. Whoops. Oh yeah. The world happens in spite of you because of this game. Like, villagers are probably, like, even when villagers think about leaving, you can, like, love bomb them and get them to stay. However, like, all villagers are going to leave eventually. And I don't like the time travel, so when, like, events happen, it's, like, authentic. So, it really is, like the nerdy escapism. Like, this world happens even when I'm not here. And it makes me happy. Just to kind of, like, come in and be a part of it for a little while. This is my least favorite villager on my island. I can't stand Doc. Doc wanted something that I had, and he was like, I'll pay you for it, and I'm like, fine. Thing is that he's my least favorite, but I don't have the heart to be mean to him. I also don't know if this is a thing in City Folk, but I assume that the more you talk to some of the people in the city, then the more likely they are to come to your town, which probably isn't a thing at all. Oh yeah, I already have an Alocto tail. Alright. Almost nothing on display, brother. Get out of my way, Doc. I don't like you. The most mean thing I do to him is just run away from him sometimes when he has something to say to me. Other than that, you know, I'm a good guy. Alright, let's just sell what we got. And I think we'll call it a day. Like, I did everything I want to do. Oh, that was not what I wanted. I guess here are some of the things I've already had. Oh yeah, like the blue table. These were all in the dumpster. Yeah, the thing is why I'm putting these in storage is because you can't buy them again. The snowman. This thing. Someone was like, hey, can I have this? I'll trade you my shirt for it. Clothes, umbrellas. Think about, yeah, I have a ton of gyroids, but you can't buy these either. I don't know. I've seen some people say that 100%ing the game is to get everything in the catalog. That seems like definitely one way to do it. I feel like for me personally, 100%ing the game means to me is catching all of the bugs, and it's completing the museum. So the bugs, the fossils, the fish, and the paintings that I didn't know existed. That's gonna break eventually because I keep running through that one in particular. Alright, where's the other rock? Okay, just to see if it's the money rock. Nope, no luck on the money rock. Well, alright. We did some good work here today. I'm gonna go outside because it's cold, but it's sunny. So, do I have anything that I need to put in storage? I guess I'll just put the ranch into storage. Boink. Boink. And we'll go to bed. I appreciate it, people. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in.